going up against the Falcons. With that, let's send you to Atlanta now, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis are on the call.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. The slot man in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Black 99, Philly, here we go.
And the play clock's running down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
Now let's go. 319. 319. All right, now look at 56. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the ball is knocked out. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Halfback sent in motion. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! 3:19!
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Watch him now, Barney!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep them. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is taken around the 12. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding time. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit. Detroit. Over.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out here in the eye. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fielded at about the 28. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now.
3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing way down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their big-bodied receiver, 37 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's got time in the pocket. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And at the 42-yard, the Falcons going to use another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. Blue landing.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get 23 yards there, and the Falcons are going to get a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriots.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose. Take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running tackle.
Nice.
And nowhere really to go up, just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking to throw, and that's complete to Jesse James. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the and now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
He'll try again with the arm here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is...
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a down look. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when the kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Backing up. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's in the end zone.